Hi, this is Scott Bogren, Executive Director of the Community Transportation Association of America, and I'm happy to talk to you a little bit today about the Community Transportation Expo, our annual gathering to be held in Detroit, Michigan this June 11th through the 15th. We've named this conference Mobility Rising for two key reasons, and I think these two reasons really explain why we're so excited about this conference. First, because mobility is a rising issue all across America. The need for varying forms of mobility, from traditional public transportation to transportation network companies to non-emergency medical transportation, the need for mobility choices has never been greater, and the outcomes that these mobility choices create in all types of communities around the country has also never been more important. We also named the conference Mobility Rising because it's in Detroit, and Detroit is a city on the rise. We're really excited about having our first expo hosted in the state of Michigan for a number of reasons. Last month, middle of November, I was able to travel to visit with a number of our members around the state, and I found some of the most passionate, committed, innovative transportation providers, whether they were operating in an urban environment, a rural environment, whether they were serving specialized populations like older adults and people with disabilities or non-emergency medical patients. There was just such a great collection of CTA members around the state of Michigan doing such great work. We know that this state will be a great host for the conference. We're also excited because we're changing the way Expo works and the way Expo should be attended. And part of that is in the training. We have, for the first time, way ahead of schedule, way ahead of our normal schedule, really gone and developed not just those pre-Expo or the intensive 1, 2, and 3 day training sessions, but even the training workshops are all being very intentionally developed with an eye towards what do you, our members, need. You'll see that you helped us pick the 5 training tracks: operations, management, communications, innovation, and planning. The 5 training tracks around which much of the curriculum has been developed were selected in concert with our members. And we also have some new sessions that we are excited about. One is on Thursday, we're going to have a really energized networking day with an afternoon full of sessions where you'll be able to network not only with folks from your region, your state, from places nearby where you're serving, but also after that, a way for you to network with members and other attendees at the conference who serve the same types of populations that you do, who provide and operate the same kind of modes that you do. So our rural members will be able to gather together and talk about issues, our urban members, our NEMT members. The idea being that from a regional perspective and then from a modal perspective, you should be able to network with your colleagues and be able to benefit from some of the great ideas and innovations that we see happening all around the country. And I certainly saw firsthand in my trip across Michigan last week. If you are a returning Expo attendee, you've been to a number of our conferences, I know that you're going to see a different type of schedule, a more focused and kind of laser-like schedule on the training, on the tours, on some of the issues that I think you will find great benefit from. If you've never come to an Expo before, you're definitely in for a treat. Another one of the new sessions we're doing is we're going to hold a transportation camp for younger millennials to be able to expose them to some of what we think is important in public and community transportation. You're going to see sessions on data integration. You're going to see real sessions on technological implementations, on issues that can make a difference at your system right away the day you get home from Expo. That's our goal, is to provide you with a chance to get the kind of training, networking, and leadership that you need to grow your system and to make your system more efficient and effective in the communities you serve. You can tell we're excited not just about what EXPO means, but also about holding our EXPO in the city of Detroit. Detroit is a comeback story. It's an underdog city that's rising up and really becoming a Renaissance community. And we know what that means and feels like because many of us in community and public transportation have also been the comeback story and the underdogs and the people that have risen up and been able to fight against long odds, just like the city of Detroit. So I hope you'll give that city a chance. We have seen in our visits there a very safe city, a fun city. The Riverwalk between our host hotel and the convention center is gorgeous, and in June should provide a great place for you to sit and chat and really enjoy being outdoors. The restaurants and other amenities that are very nearby to all the convention center are very lively. In the evenings, there's plenty of people on the streets visiting these restaurants and varying activities. We think there'll be places that you'll have a good time. And Detroit needs us. It needs people to believe in it and come back to the city. And I think that that's always been a role for CTA. We were one of the first conferences to come back to New Orleans after Katrina 10 years ago. And again, we're going to be on the ground level of this great renaissance in Detroit, and community and public transportation's arrival there this June is a great signal. So thanks for considering coming to EXPO. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the conference. If you have questions, concerns, ideas, we'd love to hear them. You can share them with me directly at bogren@ctaa.org or call me at 202-247-1921. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you all at the Community Transportation Expo this June in Detroit, Michigan.